I don't believe what you believe. Is there anything in this program for me? How would you address that?
Uh, well, if I'm going to answer it candidly, I'd be like, if what you believe is working, then why are you coming to our program?
Sure. Yeah.
If it goes to the Mighty Oaks question, right? If what you're doing isn't working, then why not try something different? If you're still missing something and you're searching, then what do you have to gain? Everything.
Yeah.
You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. I'd say, why not come and give it a try? Listen to what the personal testimonies of the leadership who's been through some of the hardest things you can imagine in life and transcended those things through their life of faith, and attempt to see to peel back the curtain behind the biblical truths that as we would present them.
Yeah.
And see and really contrast your life to what your life would be like if you aligned your life to those things. I know this. People have all kind of beliefs and faiths out there. I believe that the Christian life is the truth. I believe this. I also believe that it's much different. I think for a long time, I thought all faiths were kind of the same, and I thought we just believed different things because of the way we were raised. And then as I really got into the study of apologetics, understanding why I believe what I believe, I just believe the Christian life is just so different than any other faith. And it's different because of its truth. It's truth.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
explain that right or too.
Yeah,
harsh.
No, it is. So I think this breaks down into two parts. One is just faith broadly, and a lot of research has been done on this, and there are studies that would say just believing in something. You even go back to some of the drug and alcohol programs that talk about faith or belief. The object is unimportant. You have to believe in something bigger than yourself or outside of yourself. And a lot of research has been done that is
higher power.
Yeah, it's a higher power, or your higher power can be a rock or whatever. But that faith aspect, believing in something outside of yourself, has been proven to be helpful. I mean, there's a lot of research on that, and that's a key component to getting out of a difficult place in your life. So faith by itself can be helpful in moving forward.
I mean, I was going to say, Vodi Bakum talks about this. His mom was a alcoholic, and she turned to Buddhism, and her life was radically changed.
Right.
So we see people of all kind of faiths have their lives change, but we're talking about it when we talk about the Christian faith. We're talking about a significantly different change.
Right, and I would argue that the major change or the major difference is if you're looking for behavior modification.
Right.
There are a lot of things that you can do to modify your behavior. And faith is something you can use as a way to do that, or a lot of other things. But what we're talking about is not behavior modification. It's a true aligning to the person you were created by God, specifically to be. Not a general God, but God the Creator. God whose Son, Jesus Christ, is part of the Trinity, who came to earth, who lived perfect, who died on the cross, who rose again. And I think the thing that separates Christianity from all other religions is the resurrection. It's about a Savior who died in our place, but then rose again. And there were witnesses that observed that happening, and all the things we could talk about there. But religions, apart from biblical Christianity, it's all about me. I need to do something to gain God's favor. Biblical Christianity helps us to understand it has nothing to do with you. It's all about what God has done through Christ. And so I think that's the difference. The difference is, will your faith help you? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Will it make you a better person? Maybe even more moral, maybe a better husband or whatever. I mean, maybe. But when we're talking about eternity and soul level renewal and regeneration, that's the difference between what we consider faith and what many others would say, faith is just this general belief in something bigger. And I think that's very significant. However, and you mentioned this, you don't have to believe the way that we believe to attend our program. And if you believe something else, you're not going to be disqualified. I think a lot of people have come, I know, a lot of people have come
A lot of people, yeah.
to a program who said, I either don't believe in God, or I believe in him, but I hate him, or I am of a completely different faith than you, or whatever. And all we ask is exactly what you said. That's fine. Believe whatever you want to. Just take some time this week to contrast the way that you live and what you believe with what we're talking about and what we're teaching and what we're trying to model through our own lives, and see if there's a difference. And if there's a difference, at least be open to responding to that difference.
And we've had everyone. We've had Wiccans. We've had
right.
Buddhists. We had Muslims. We've had a Satanist who was the elder in the
Right.
Church of Satan. We've had all kind of different folks come through. So
Yeah,
and I think in fairness to the Satanists, he said, "I do believe what you guys believe. I'm just on another team."
I'm
but the good news for those, he's like, "I do believe what you guys believe. I believe the same thing. I'm just on another team." But at the end of the week, pretty awesome. He actually ended up getting baptized, which was super cool.
Yeah, the fallacy of that initial statement was quickly seen, I think even for him, which is awesome. And I think one of the things that helps us to allow people to contrast their lives and their beliefs with what we're talking about is the fact that everyone who's teaching, everyone who's a part of what we do at a program like that has probably come from a similar place, certainly a place of doubt and a place of trauma and brokenness and hurt, and they've had to go through the same process of looking and contrasting and making decisions. And now they're just trying to share that transparently with the people that are sitting there and listening to them, which is so powerful. It's not a Sunday school class. It's not a preacher teaching down. It's me saying, I've been there. I know what you're talking about. I've had to make these same decisions, and here are the conclusions that I've come to.
Yeah.